Hello students, this is Akshita, your educator, and I welcome you all on the platform of Global Online. For UGC NET 2024 Paper 1 preparation, we have come up with a complete series. In this series, we'll be discussing the whole syllabus of mathematical reasoning. In today's session, the topic that we are going to discuss is calendar from the basics to the advanced level. Each and every point will be covered from the calendar. And along with this, students, I'll be sharing you important codes which are required for days and the months. Now this is the short trick. Using this short trick, will be solving all the questions based upon the calendar. So here I'll be discussing 3 to 4 categories of question. And students, at the same time, if you want to join the paper 1 complete course via global online application, then this consists of the following features. Just look at the highlighting features of this course. It consists of the video lectures. Full syllabus will be covered via this video lecture, topic wise practice MCQs, full syllabus notes which are easily downloaded through your mobile phone, available in the form of PDF. Mock tests are available based upon the full syllabus, and 5000 plus MCQ question bank. Now the live lectures are conducted in the Hindi as well as in the English language, bilingual course it is, and the new batch is been starting from 13th of May 2024, that is from tomorrow itself, Monday onwards. And at the same time, student, the fees for this complete course is 3000 rupees. Discount is going on. You can access this complete course in 2400 rupees only. Just contact us on this given WhatsApp number. At the same time, students, you can access the free videos via our application which is available on the Play Store. Install the application. You'll find such type of interface where there's an icon named as store icon. Click on it. You'll move to the page called as My Courses. In My Courses, search the course. Open the course. You'll find such type of overview. In the content section, if you go here, there are free demo videos based upon all the units provided to you in the syllabus, along with the PYQs and the tests. So let's begin the lecture, students. And in today's session, we'll be discussing a new topic. Basically, we are discussing the foundation of calendars in today's lecture, and the practice questions of time and work and speed, distance and time will be conducted in the live session. Students, there is technical issue on my side, so for that reason, till this week, okay, till Saturday, we'll be conducting all the lectures in the recorded session. So most probably I'll try that till Saturday I'll cover maximum foundation, okay, or the topic which are not that much important but are needed to be studied for the examination. So I'll cover that kind of topics in the recorded form. So in today's lecture, we'll be starting up with the topic named as calendars. So here I'll be sharing you the basic foundation of the calendars. Along with this, different codes are there, okay, for whether you're talking about the months or for the weeks, that I'll be sharing you, that are necessary to solve the questions, okay. So one by one we'll discuss everything. Now whenever we talk about calendar topic, student, there are two types of years, okay. There are two types of years. One is normal year, and the other one is leap year. Now you should understand the difference between the normal year and leap year. Suppose if I give you an example and ask you that whether 2001 is a normal year or leap year, whether 1664 is a normal year or leap year, you should be able to understand this. And to make this understand, there is a simple rule that to know whether a given year is a normal year or a leap year, just simply divide that given year by 4. What we have to do, students, we have to divide that given year by 4. Suppose, for example, I have given you a year over here, 1944. Okay, now here what we have to do, students, just focus on the last two digits. Just focus on the last two digits. What are the last two digits given in the year? 44. Okay, so check now whether 44 is divisible by 4 or not. Whether 44 is divisible by 4 or not. 4 ones are 4 ones are. It means 4 11s are 44, correct? 4 11s are 44. It means 44 is completely divisible by 4. It is completely divisible by 4. So if a given year is completely divisible by 4, then it is called as leap year. Then it is called as leap year. If a given year is not divisible by 4, then that year is not a leap year, it's normal year. Simple. Like for example, 1945. Now last two digits are 45. Is 45 divisible by 4 completely? Is 45 divisible by 4 completely? No, we actually get a reminder over here. 11 4s are 44. We will get remainder is equal to 1. Is this completely divisible by 4? No. Hence 1945 is a normal year, whereas 1944, which was completely divisible by 4, it is called as a leap year. It is a leap year. Got it? So this is how we actually find out the given year is whether normal year or leap year. Okay, so here what we have to do, students, in case of calendar, just understand that there are two types of years. One is normal year and other one is the leap year. Normal year, now to understand whether a given year is a normal year or a leap year, just simply divide it by 4. If it is completely divisible by 4, just like the given example 1944, then it is called as a leap year. 1945 is a normal year. Why? Because 45 is not divisible by 4. Okay, so you have to tell me in homework whether the year which is going on currently, okay, 2024, whether it's a normal year or a leap year. You have to tell me this. Okay, so let us understand the difference between the normal year and leap year. Okay, so as we know, students, normal year consists of 365 days. Okay, so normal year consists of 365 days, whereas the leap year consists of 366 days. Okay, whether you are not understanding or not, just simply pin down in the comment section, students. If there is any kind of doubt, then just pin it down. I'll just resolve all your doubts, okay, in the next live session whenever we'll take it. Okay, so simply आप जो है आपके doubts comment section में drop करके मुझे पूछ लेना बाद में, ठीक है. So normal year consists of 365 days, leap year consists of 366 days. So if we see this years or days in the week, in the form of week, then in normal year there are 52 weeks. In normal year there are 52 weeks plus one extra day. Okay, and in case of leap year there are 52 weeks plus 2 extra days. Now whatever I have written here in the form of extra, these are called as odd days, students. So in normal year there is one odd day. Odd day, it means extra day. Okay, and in case of leap year there are 2 odd days. There are 2 odd days. I hope you have understood the difference. Just please note it down. Normal year consists of 365, leap year consists of 366. 52 weeks plus 1 extra day is nothing but the 1 odd day, and 52 weeks plus 2 extra days is 2 odd days in the case of leap year. Okay, so this was all about the foundation. Okay, simply remember, in February, in case of normal year, there are 28 days in the normal year. Okay, in the normal year in case of February, and in leap year February consists of 29 days. Okay, it consists of 29 days, that is 1 extra day, 365 and 366. I hope you have understood this. 1 odd day and 2 odd day. I hope you have understood this as well. Okay, moving on to the next concept now. The next concept that I'm going to tell you is about the codes. Okay, so this codes is the short trick that we are going to follow for the calendar topic. Okay, complete calendar topic can be solved using this particular codes. Okay, so we'll be seeing 2 different categories of code. One will be for the weekdays, okay, and the other one will be for the months. Okay, code for the month. So starting up with the codes for week. Okay, so we'll start with Sunday, students. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday means it is going to repeat the cycle is going to simply repeat it. Okay, so we are going to see the different codes here now. The code for Sunday is 1. The code for Monday is 2. For Tuesday it is 3. For Wednesday it is 4. For Thursday it is 5. For Saturday it is 6. Now for Friday it is 6. For Saturday it is going to be 0. Okay, for Saturday it is going to be 0. Just focus on this code. Sometime what happens is we'll get confused कि Friday के बाद Saturday आ रहा है मैम, so the code for the Saturday will be 7. No, the code for the Saturday that we are going to use is 0. So these are all the codes for week. Just please note it down. You'll understand the importance of these codes later on. Okay, अभी तो आपको कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा. You won't be able to understand what is the use of the code, how are we going to use this code into the questions, but later on you'll understand this. Okay, so these are the different codes that we are gonna use Okay, starting up with Sunday with 1, and till Friday we'll use 6, and for Saturday it's a 0. Just simply remember these codes. Okay, moving ahead, student, we are going to see now the codes for year. The codes for year: normal year and leap year. We're going to see the codes for normal year and leap year. Okay, starting up with normal year. Okay, starting up with the normal year. For January, okay, the code is 1. For February, the code is 4. Okay, I'll also tell you the way in which we are gonna remember these codes. Okay, for March it is 4. Okay, for April it is 0. May it is 2. Okay, later on June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Okay, now students, these are the code for normal year: 14402. For June the code is 5. For July it is 0. For August it is 3. For September it is 6. Okay, left is October, November, December, 1, 4 and 6. Now let's understand how to remember the codes that I have given here. Now everyone knows the square of 12. Everyone knows the square of 12, 144. Correct? The square of 12 is what? 144. So first of all, remember that 144 is nothing but the square of 12. This is for remembering, student. Just try to understand. अभी ये जो चीज़ें मैं आपको यहाँ पे बता रही हूँ, this is just to remember the codes. Okay, this is not linked with the question. 144 can be remembered via using the square of 12. Now after this, 025. Now 25 is the square of 5, students. So 025. 036. 36 is square of 6. So 6 ka square. Now 146. We have taken first of all 12 square. Correct? So now use 12 square plus 2. That is 144 plus 2 will give me 146. Correct? In this way you are gonna remember the codes. Okay. So first of all, remember 12 ka square. Later on, remember 5 square, that is 025. 6 square, 036. Oh, and also remember this 0. Okay, also remember this 0, and left is what? 12 square plus 2, that is 144 plus 2, that will give me 146. Now this is one trick to remember. Okay, for normal year. Once we move ahead for what? Leap year. Just see the codes of leap year now. The codes of leap year are same, only they are different for January and February. Okay, understand? Again I will repeat it. The code for normal year and leap year are totally same except January and February. The code for January is 0 and the code for February is 3. Now how to remember this? Again, now in the normal year we have seen that the code for January, February and March came via using or via simply remembering the square of 12, that is 144. Okay, from that 1 and 4 was for January and February. 1 and 4 was for the January and February. This is in the case of normal year. Now to get the codes of leap year, what you will do, students? Just simply minus 1 from January code and the February code. So if I do minus 1 from January code and minus 1 from February code, I'll get the code 0 for leap year. For January, and for February, 4 minus 1, I'll get 3. So this is how you're going to remember these codes. Okay, these are the different codes that we are using for the normal year and leap year. So remember, students, over here the codes only the difference between the codes for the normal and the leap year is just the difference between the January and February. Simply understand these two codes are only different. Other than that, all the codes from March till December are same. From March till December are same. Okay. Now I'll share one more part for this. So I'll tell you what kind of like strategies are we going to use over there. Okay, so before that, one more time I'll just repeat it whatever we have discussed till now, students. So here what I have told you was about there are two types of year. One was the normal year and the other one was leap year. Okay, so to understand a given year is a normal year or not, we simply divide it by 4. Okay, and if it is not divisible by 4, then it is simply a normal year. If it is completely divisible, then it's a leap year, students. Okay, So remember one thing, if a given year is completely divisible by 4, then it's called as a leap year. If it is not, then it's a normal year. Moving ahead with the codes of days, we have seen the codes for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday till Friday. It is from 1 to 6. Just the difference is for Saturday, it's not the 7, it's 0. Okay, and later on we have seen the codes for the normal and the leap year. Okay, so one more part will be uploaded. Before that, students, one more concept that I want to explain to you over here is about the quotient, remainder, dividend and divisor. Okay, we'll discuss that in the next class, but before that I just want to repeat one thing that we have seen in normal year. In normal year, there are how many odd days, student? There is one odd day, correct? There is only one odd day. And in case of leap year, we have seen that there are two odd days, correct? There are two odd days. Okay, so suppose this is these are the some factual things that I am telling you over here. Just simply note it down. If we look for 100 years, if we see these 100 years, any 100 years, okay, in 100 years there are 76 normal days. There are 76 normal, not days, years. 76 normal years, and left 24 are the leap years. Okay, left 24 are the leap years, correct? 76 normal years and 24 leap year. Now I have told you that in one normal year there is one odd day. In one normal year there is one odd day, and in one leap year there are two odd days. So if we see here, in 100 years there are 76 normal years. So in 76 normal years, how many odd days will be there? If one normal year consists of one odd day, so 76 normal year will consist of how much odd days? 76 into 1. These are the total number of odd days, that is 76 odd days. 76 odd days. And in case of leap year, we have seen in one leap year there are two odd days. So in 24 leap year there will be 24 into 2 odd days. This will give me 48 odd days. This will give me 48 odd days. So if I have to find how many odd days are there in 100 years, so how will I find, student? 76 odd days for normal years, okay, plus 48 odd days for the leap years. Just simply add it. After addition, what I will get, student? Addition, I will get 124. Now are these 124 the total number of odd days? No. These 124 days now will get converted into weeks, na? These 124 days will convert into weeks. Why are we just simply leaving these days? So if I simply look at this total number of days 124 and I start converting it into weeks, so I'll divide it by 7. Why 7 only? Because 1 week consists of 7 days. 1 week consists of 7 days, correct? So if I divide 124 by 7, okay, 7 ones are 7, 5 left, 4, okay. So 7 sevens are 49. I'll get here total how many days? 5. So what will this remainder actually denotes you, student? This will denotes total odd days. Total odd days, that are the total number of odd days. And what will this 17 denotes? This will denotes the total number of weeks. It means from 124 days we can form how many weeks? 17 weeks. 17 weeks बनेगा 124 डे से, प्लस ऊपर के एक्स्ट्रा के 5 दिन. So whatever the extra is left, this is called as total number of odd days. These are called as total number of odd days. Now using this particular concept of remainder, dividend, divisor and the quotient, we are going to solve all the questions. So if you don't know what is remainder, dividend, divisor, so there was one famous formula in our school time, that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. If you don't know what is remainder, quotient, dividend, divisor, then please go through this concept and the codes required for it, okay. So in today's lecture we'll be talking about the basic foundation again, but the important terms that are required to solve the question, okay. So look here, what is important for us is to understand what is quotient, okay, what is remainder, what is quotient and what is a remainder. Okay, so as well as a dividend and divisor. Look here now, for example, I have a number 75. If I want to divide this number with 9, okay, so 9 8s are 72. Here what I will get, student? 3 is left. So this left out amount is nothing but this is called as remainder. This is called as a remainder. The left value, correct? And the number by which we are dividing the other number, that is here we are dividing 9 by 75. Correct? We are dividing 75 by 9. Correct? We are dividing 75 by 9. So why whatever number you are dividing any given number, that is called as divisor. So here divisor is what? Divisor is a number by which we are dividing the other number. So here 75 is divided by 9. So 9 is called as divisor and the number 75 is called as dividend. Dividend is what? The number to which we are dividing. Okay, that is called as dividend. So after dividing, here you have got one number, that is 8. Now 8 is called as quotient. This is called as quotient. This is called as quotient. I hope I have explained you these two terms. What is required for us? Most important is the quotient and the remainder. Now dividend and divisor is not necessary for us. What is important? Quotient and remainder. I hope you have understood this. Once again, one more example I'll give you over here. Suppose I have 22 number and I want to divide this number with the number 4. Okay, so 4 5s are 20. So what is left, student? 2 value is left. So whatever is left, it is called as remainder. This is called as a remainder. And after dividing, whatever value you are getting, that is called as quotient. That is called as quotient. Now these two terms, quotient, remainder, okay, are important for solving the question. I am telling you again and again. Why? Because whatever the codes we have discussed yesterday or in the previous part 1, okay, codes plus the concept of the quotient and remainder, concept of question and remainder will help you to solve the entire calendar topic. Now the required foundation has completely discussed, students, in yesterday's part, and today I have explained you what is quotient and remainder. Now let's move on to what type of questions can be asked from the topic calendar. Just for example, the first question, the first category of question is they will give you one date. Okay, like on the 15th of August, 1947. If I ask you on this particular date, which day was there? Which day was there? It means on 15th of August 1947 के दिन कौन सा दिन था? Whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, you have to tell us. So how can we figure it out? For that, here the first steps that we are going to do here is we are going to follow series of steps over here. The first step that we are going to do here is check whether the given year is a normal year or a leap year. What are you going to do in the first step? Check whether the given year is a normal year or a leap year. Got it? Yes? Okay. Now to do this, I have already told you to understand or to get known that a given year is a leap year or a normal year. What have we done? We have simply divided the last two digits of the given year by 4. So here 47 will be divided by 4. Okay. So tell me, is 47 completely divisible by 4? No, it is not divisible by 4. Correct. So directly we can say that this is a normal year. If it was divisible, then we would have said that it is a leap year. Correct. So the first step that we are going to follow. Now here I am not going to solve the question, just I have told you what steps are we going to follow. Okay. So in that, first step was to understand whether the given year was the normal year or the leap year. Just check that. The second step you are going to do is step 2. Okay. Check the code for month. Code for month. So what is the month given here, student? August. Okay, so you have to check what is the code for August. Now if you don't know what is the code for August, then you have to see the previous part. Okay, so I have decided that I will just link up all the parts together and give you all the parts in a single video. Okay, so initially you just have to see the parts, later on you can just simply see one complete video based upon the calendar. Okay, so code for months in case of August, what is the code? You have to simply write it over here. Next, moving on to the next step now, step 3. In step 3, what you are going to do is, whatever the year is given, okay, and date, okay, whatever the year is given and the date is given, you have to divide these two entities by 7. You have to divide these two entities by 7. So I'll tell you why to divide it and what to take from that. I'll tell you later on. Just simply understand the steps first. Okay. And in step number 4, you have to divide by 4 with the given year. Now whatever the year is given, you have to divide it by 4. I'll tell you later on how to do it, what to do. Okay. Just follow the steps. What are the steps? First of all, check the whether given year is a normal year or a leap year. Later on, for the step 2, we are going to see the code for month. Okay. Step 3, you have to divide the year, that is 1947, and the date, that is 15th of August, by 7. Both by 7. Okay. And in step number 4, what we will do, students, here, divide the year, that is 1947, once again by 4 now. Not by 7, by 4. Okay, so these are the steps that we are going to follow. Just take a screenshot of this and let's move ahead. Now students, remember I have told you that we are going to divide the date and the year by 7. So in the whole chapter of calendar, whenever I am dividing by 7 to any given number, date, year, I will always consider the remainder, or I will always take the remainder for solving the questions. And whenever I am dividing it by 4, any given date, year, I'll tell you later on. At that time, I'll just simply take or consider the quotient. These are the 2 important highlighting points. Please highlight this. This is very much important, that whenever I am going to divide any given year or the date by 7, I'll just look into the remainder. And if I am dividing any given year by 4, I'll just look at the quotient. I will only consider the quotient. Now let's solve the question. Okay, these were the few steps that I have discussed with you guys. Okay, just take screenshot of this. This is very much important. This flowchart, you can consider this to be the flowchart. Okay, and now let's solve the question that on the 15th of August 1947, what was the day? What was the day on 15th of August 1947? First of all, what was the first step? To check whether the given year is normal year or a leap year. Step 1. Okay. Check that the given year is a normal year or leap year. Students, what you will do? Simply divide the last 2 digits, 47 by 4. Is it divisible completely by 4? Is 47 completely divisible by 4? No. So it is a normal year. Hence concluded, step number 1, the given year is a normal year. Step 2. In step 2, what you will do, students? Now check the code for August. What is the code for August? Just check the codes that I have given you previously in the last part. For August, whether it may be your leap year or whether it may be your normal year, the code for August is 3, correct? So simply I have written the code. Moving ahead now. Step 3. In step 3, I have told you to divide the year and the date by 7. Date and year by 7. Now how to divide this, I'll tell you. But first of all, I'll just quickly move backwards and make you just remind one thing, that whenever we divide by 7, what is the thing that we are going to consider? We are just going to consider the remainder once again. So here I am dividing date and year by now 7, and I'll simply consider the remainder, not the quotient. So 47. Okay, first for date. Okay, if I'll divide 15 by 7, we are dividing both by 7, correct? So if I divide 15 by 7, I'll get 7 2s are 14, remainder is 1. So what is important for us, students? Here remainder is important for us. We are just going to consider the remainder, right? So remainder for date is 1, correct? I'll just rub it out. Got it? The remainder for date that I have got here is 1. Now the remainder for year. Again, simply consider the last 2 digits only. Okay, last 2 digits only. We have to simply divide the last 2 digits by 7. So 1947, last 2 digits are how much, student? 47. So divide 47 by 7. After dividing 47 by 7, 7 6 are 42. What remainder I will get, students? 5. And whenever we divide by 7, what is important for us? Importance is of only remainder. Remainder is only important. So for date I got remainder 1. For year I got remainder 5. So I'll write here 5. Got it? So for date I got 1. Okay, 1. And for year I got remainder is equal to 5. Now next step. In step number 4, what I have told you, the last step. Okay, the last step. Now divide the given year by 4. Now divide the given year by 4. Correct? And whenever we divide by 4, what is important for us? Quotient is important. Correct? What is important for us? Quotient is important. So simply here, what are the last 2 digits of the given year? 47. So divide 47 by 4. 4 11s are 44. What is left? 3. But is this number important for us? No. What are we going to consider? The quotient. So what is the quotient here? 11. So simply write here 11. Done. So always remember, students, जब भी आप 7 से divide कर रहे हो, whenever you are dividing by 7, just simply consider the remainder, and whenever we are dividing any given year by 4, consider the quotient. Now here we have got different numbers. Okay, so in step number 2 we got 3. Okay, in step number 2 we got 3. In step number 3 we got the number 1 and 5. Correct? And in the step number 4 we got 11. Now just take the addition of all these numbers. Take the addition of all these numbers, that is 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 11. Correct? So 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 11, addition 11 plus 5 16, 16 and 3 19 and 1 20, so 20. So again, now whatever the addition is gonna come, again divide it by 7. Again divide the addition by 7. If I divide it by 7, again if I divide it by 7, what number I am gonna consider here, students? Only the remainder. So 7 2s are 14. What is left? 6 is left, and this 6 is nothing but your final remainder. This is called your final remainder. This is called as, this is called as the final remainder, and the final remainder is only your answer. So 6 is the answer for the given question. Now what is 6? Just look into the codes for days. Okay, so 6 is the code for Friday, so Friday is your answer. It means, student, on 15th of August 1947, which day was there? Friday. Now this is the authentic data. You can challenge it, you can simply Google it out. Okay, so this is the answer for the given question. Let's just practice few more questions so that whatever your doubts are there, it can be resolved in the second question. Okay, Suppose, let's consider this date now, 26th of January 1950. On this particular date, which day was there? If my question is this, then what you will do? First of all, you will check, ma'am, whether the given year is a normal year or a leap year. And to test that, what we do? Simply take the year, look at the last two digits, 50. Is 50 divisible by 4 completely? No. So this is a normal year. This is a normal year. Okay. And for normal year, the code for January is what? The code for January is 1. Correct? The code for January is 1. This is step 2. Okay. Where we decide the code of the month. Okay. Where we take the code of month. Later on, students, now here in this given year, just focus on the last two digits. Okay, that is 50. Divide this given year by 7 and this given date by 7. This was the step number 3, correct? Divide the given date and the given year by 7. And whenever we divide by 7, what we focus on? We just focus on the remainder. Correct? We just focus on the remainder. So here, if I divide 50, now the last two digits are 50. So 50 divided by 7, if I do this, so what I will get? 7 sevens are 49. What is left? 1 is left. So one remainder is important for me. Rub it off and simply write here 1. Correct? And if I divide 26, now the date, time of date, okay? So if I divide 26 by 7, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28. It's a bigger number, correct? So 7 3s are 21. What is left? 5 is left. So what is important for us whenever we divide a number by 7? What is important? The remainder is important, and I got the remainder here, that is equal to 5. So I got the reminders now. What is left? The last step is left, where we divide the given year, not the date. The given year, look here students, the given year by 4. Correct? After I divide 50, the last two digits of the year, by 4, what is important for me? Important is the quotient. So 11 4s are 44. What is left? 6 is left. So what is important? 6 is important? Wrong. What is important? The quotient is important for me. So here I'll get the code is equal to 11. So after I get these numbers, after following all these steps, I got these numbers. I'll take the addition of all this, that is 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 11. Correct? So what is the total addition, students? The total addition is 19. 11 plus 1 plus 1, 13. Okay, 13 plus 5, 19. This will give me 19. So this is your final summation. This is your final summation. Once again, whatever your addition has come, again we will divide that number by 7. And whenever we divide any given number by 7, what we'll focus on? We'll focus on the remainder. Simply focus on the remainder only. So 7 2s are 14. What is left, students, here? 5 is left. This is your final remainder. And your final remainder only will give you the answer for the question. Correct? So final remainder is 5. And this 5 is coded for Thursday. So answer is Thursday. Got it? So on 26th of January 1950, kaun sa din tha? It was Thursday. Correct? So we have done with the question number 2. One more question we will solve here now, students. Suppose on 14th of April 1995, I ask you, okay, which day was there? Which day was there? Okay, so what you will do first of all, look at the question. Okay, first of all, look at the given year in the question. What is it? 1995. Tell me, 1995 is a leap year or normal year? It's obviously a normal year. Why? Because the last two digits 95 are not completely divisible by 4. So this is a normal year. Step 1 done. Okay, now students, for normal year, what is the code for April? Okay, so the code for April is 0. Okay, later on, what you will do in the step number 3, divide the given year by 7 and divide the given date by 7. And whenever we divide by 7, what is important for us? Remainder is important. So let's start up with the date. Divide the date by 7. 7 2s are 14. Now if a number is completely divisible, what is remainder? Remainder is 0. So here after dividing 14 by 7, I'll get remainder is equal to 0. Now divide the 95, the last two digits, by 7. And what is important for us? Important is our remainder. Okay, so 13 sevens are 91. Correct. So what is left, student? 4 is left. And what is remainder? What is the remainder here? 4. And what is important for us? 4 is important. Why? Because it's a remainder. So I have divided the given year and the date and have obtained the reminders. Okay. Now what is left? Simply divide the last step. Simply divide the given year by 4. 95. If I divide it by 4, what is important for me? Important is the quotient this time. Quotient is important. So if you know the table of 23, you will be able to understand this. 23 4s are is 92. So what is left? 3 is left. Should I take here 3? No. What is important? Quotient is important. Take 23. So whenever we divide by 4, I just hope you have understood till this question now. जब भी आप 4 से divide करते हो, if you divide by 4, we actually consider the quotient over here, and if we divide by 7, we consider the remainder. So whatever the values we have got now here, 0, 0, 4 and 23, simply take the addition of all this. 0 plus 0 plus 4 plus 3, 23. Okay, this will give me addition 27. This is your final summation. What we will do with the final summation, students? Divide the final summation by 7. So whenever we divide by 7, once again, what we consider? We consider the remainder. If I divide the 27 by 7, okay, 7 3s are 21. I'll get the remainder is equal to 6. So what is important? 6 is important. This is your final code. So final code, 6 is the code for what? This is the code for Friday. So Friday is the correct answer. I hope you have got the questions till here. I have taken 3 sample questions. Okay, one more question I'll give you as an homework. Please do solve it. Now this actually method is limited to the 1900 centuries. For example, if I give you a year which is from the 200th century, okay, या फिर from the 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, at that time what method are we going to follow? We are actually going to follow the same method. We are going to follow the same method only in the final code, okay, or in the final reminder that we are getting. We are just simply going to change one simple thing. Okay, so what is the changes? What are the other conditions that we have to follow? I'll explain it in the next part. Okay, so take this question as homework. We'll discuss this question in the next part itself. Okay, so question is 15th of January 1952. Tell me what day was there. 21st of December 1939. What was the day? Okay, so these are the 2 questions. These 2 questions are enough. So solve this as homework. Okay, later on, for the students who are born after 1999, okay, they cannot solve the question for their birth dates, but the students from who belong to the 1900th century can simply solve this. Okay, that is 1996, 1997, 1995, whatever your birth date is, you can simply find it out. Just my birth date is, for example, 19th of January 1997, for example. Okay, so you can solve or you can find out which day was there. Simply you can assume your birth dates also. And okay, so let's solve that questions first, and let's discuss some of the few exceptional cases for the concept that we have learned yesterday. So here the question which I have given was on 15th of January 1952, which was the day, correct? So what is the step, students, here? First of all, in step number 1, we see that whether the given year is a normal year or a leap year. Now in this given year, 52 is completely divisible by 4. 4 1s are and 4 3s are, correct? So this year 1952 is a leap year, and we know that for the leap year the code for January is 0, correct? So 0 is the code that we have got for January. Now divide 15 by 7 and consider the remainder over here, or take the remainder. So if I divide 15 by 7, 7 2s are 14. This will give me remainder is equal to 1. So here the remainder is 1. Rub it off. Later on, for 52, if I divide this number by 7, now I am dividing this given year by 7. Okay. So students, again will consider the remainder over here. Correct. So 7 7s are 49. Okay, so this will give me 3 and 1. Okay, sorry, 0, not 1. Okay, so here the remainder is how much, students? The remainder that we have got after dividing 52 by 7 is 3, correct? Hence we got the remainder over here is equal to 3. Done. So again, next step what we do, guys, we simply divide the given year by 4. So whenever we divide any given number, in case of calendar we have seen in yesterday's concept, so whenever we divide the given year by 4, we consider the quotient over here, correct? So the quotient, when I divide 52 by 4, this is 13 4s are 52. This will give me 0 0. So remainder is 0, but what is important for us over here, guys? 13 is important, the quotient is important, correct? So I have written this all. So what we have to do now is here, take the summation of all these numbers and the codes, that is 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 13. This will give me 3 plus 13. This will give me 13 plus 6. 16, 16 and 1, 17. So this is your final summation. So what we do with the final summation? We divide the final summation by 7 and again consider the remainder over here. So 17 divided by 7, 7 2s are 14. What is the remainder, student? Remainder is 3. So I got the final remainder is equal to 3 and the code for 3 is Tuesday. The code for 3 is Tuesday. Hence Tuesday is the correct answer for the given question. I hope you have got this and I hope कि आपका question जो है correct आ गया. Okay, moving on to the next question now. The next question was on 14th of April 1995. This was the question. Okay, on 14th of April 1995, which day was there? Okay, again simply see the given year is a normal year or leap year. It's not a leap year, students, because 95 is not divisible by 4. Okay, so the code for April is 0. Later on, simply divide this 14 by 7 and consider the remainder. 95 divided by 7, consider the remainder, and then in the last step divide 95 by 4 and consider the quotient over there. So when I divide 14 by 7, now 14 is completely divisible by 7, 7 2s are 14 and we'll get the remainder is equal to 0, correct? Moving on ahead, when I divide 95 by 7, this will give me 13 7s are 91, remainder is 4, correct? So I'll consider the remainder again and I'll divide now 95 by 4. If I divide 95 by 4, here I'll get the quotient is equal to 23. 23 4s are 92, remainder is 3. What is important? Quotient is important. So 23, correct? So done with all the numbers, the codes. Okay, so 0 plus 0 plus 4 plus 23. If I do the addition of all this, I'll get the final addition or the final summation is equal to 27. What we do with the final summation, students? We divide the final summation by 7 and consider again the remainder over here. If I divide 27 by 7, 7 4s are 28. It's not possible. So 7 3s are 21. So this will give me the remainder is equal to 6. So the final remainder that we have got over here is equal to 6 and the code for 6 is nothing but it is Friday. The code for 6 is Friday. Got it? So moving ahead, this was the homework, students. Now let's shift to the questions of the exceptional cases. Now whatever the questions we have seen till now are completely based upon 1900 centuries. Okay, so we have seen the years like 1988, okay, 1956, okay, 1947. All these years, these are what? This belongs to the 1900 century. So in the case of these questions, what we have done, students, we have taken the final summation. Just look at the previous question once again. So we have taken the final summation and divided that final summation by 7, correct? and after dividing it by 7, again we have considered the remainder over here, and the remainder was considered to be the final remainder. Okay, but if in question, instead of the 1900 centuries, what if the question is based upon the 2000 or 2000 century, or 1800 century, or 1700 century, or 1600 century? Okay, now this is not much given in your examination, but still I'll explain you, because the question based upon 2000 or 1800 century can be asked. So students, in case of 1900 century, what we have done, we have simply taken the final remainder directly, final remainder, and we have seen the code for final remainder, correct? We have seen the code for final remainder. But in case of 2000 century, what we are going to do is, here with the final remainder we are going to make some changes. That is, whatever the final remainder is there, okay, just simply do -1 from the final remainder. Simply do the -1 from the final remainder if the year belongs to 2000 century. If the year belongs to 1800 century, do the final remainder plus 2. Final remainder plus 2, and then look at the code, and then look for the day. Okay, so for 1700 century, again final remainder plus 4. What is important for us guys over here? It is important to look at the 1900 century years, 2000 and 1800. Okay, these are the only 3 years that can be asked in your examination most probably. Okay, so look here students, let's see the example based upon the 2000 century and 1800 century. Till date we have seen all the question based upon the 1900 century. Okay, so if in question it is given to you, it is asked that on 22nd of August 2022, what was the day on this particular date? Okay, how to find it? Again the same steps you have to follow. There are no certain changes in the question. Okay, look here, first of all what we will do, we will look at the year and understand that the whether given year is a normal year or a leap year. So if I look at the last 2 digits over here, the last 2 digits are 22, I'll divide it by 4. So 22, whether 22 is completely divisible by 4 student? No, because 4 5s are 20, the remainder is 2 over here. It is not completely divisible, hence this given year is a normal year. The given year is a normal year. So I'll write N for this. Okay, later on the code for the August. Now look here students, only the changes are for January and February in the codes we have seen. Okay, for the normal year and for the leap year, only the codes for January and February are different. August ka code, whether it may be your leap year or your normal year, the code is same only. Okay, so the code for August is 3. If I start dividing the date by 7, that is 22 divided by 7, what I will look up to students? I will just look up to the remainder over here. I'll just consider the remainder. 7 3s are 21. So what is the remainder over here? I got the remainder is equal to 1. Okay, so I got the remainder 1. Now again divide the given year 22, last 2 digits, by 7. Okay, again consider the remainder. So 7 3s are 21. So 22 minus 1, 22 minus 21 will give me 1. Again the remainder here is 1. Correct? So consider always the remainder whenever you are dividing by 7, and when you divide the number by 4, consider the quotient. Now divide 22 by 4. So 4 5s are 20. So what is the quotient over here student? Quotient is 5. So 5 is the quotient. Okay, after now here you have got certain numbers and the code, that is 1315. So add all of this number together. 1 plus 3, 4 and 1 5, 5 plus 5 10. The final summation that we have got is equal to 10. What we do with the final summation students? Divide the final summation by 7 and again consider the remainder over here. So divide 10 by 7. When I divide 10 by 7, 7 ones are 7. This will give me the remainder is equal to 3. So I have got the final remainder 3. Correct? So if the question was based upon the 1900 century, we usually consider till the final remainder, and if we look at the question, okay, so here the final remainder that we have got was 3. Okay, the previous questions that we have discussed earlier. So we have seen the code for 3. The code for 3 was Tuesday. Okay, but here the given year is 2022. Okay, this is the exceptional case that we have discussed previously. If the given year belongs to 200 century, now this year 2022 belongs to 200 century, correct? So what we will do here, students, final remainder whatever is there, just cancel out 1 from it. Cancel out 1 from it. You will get the final remainder now is equal to 2. So the code for 2 is equal to Monday. So this is how we solve the questions if the given year belongs to 2000 century. Let's solve few more questions, okay? So that all your doubts will be resolved in the session itself. 6th of January 2024. On this date, what was the day? Okay, so now the given year is January. Now look whether the given year is a normal year or leap year. Now students, 24, the last 2 digits are completely divisible by 4. It means the given year is a leap year. And the code for the leap year of January is what? 0. Okay, so now we got the code for January. Now divide 6 by 7, divide 24 by 7, and then divide 24 by 4. Whenever you divide it by 7, we consider the remainder, and whenever we divide the given number by 4, we consider the quotient, correct? So if I divide 6 by 7, now many students don't know, ma'am, if a smaller number is divisible by larger number over here, what will be the remainder? The remainder will be the number itself, that is 6 is the remainder over here. What is the remainder, students? 6 is the remainder, okay? And now, if I divide 24 by 7, the last 2 digits of the given year by 7, 7 3s are 21. The remainder over here is 3. So, the remainder here I have got is 3. Okay. Later on, divide 24 by 4. 4 6 are 24. This will give me quotient is equal to 6. So, 6 is the quotient when I divide 24 by 4. So, I have got few numbers and the code 0. So, add all of these numbers and the code 6 plus 0 plus 3 plus 6. The summation here is equal to 15. Now, this is your final summation. What we do with the final summation? Divide the final summation by 7 and consider the remainder. So, if I divide 15 by 7, I'll get the remainder is equal to how much? 1. Okay. So, consider this final remainder. Now students, if the given year belonged to the 1900 century, we directly have seen the code over here. But now if we look at the given year belongs to 2000 century. So if it belongs to 2000 century over here, so this final remainder, from this what we do? We just simply minus 1 out from this remainder and we'll get the total over here is 0. Okay, so this was your final remainder. Okay, this is not supposed to be your final remainder if we are considering the year which belonged to 2000 century. Okay, so 1 minus 1, we simply do minus 1 from the final remainder. We'll get the utmost final remainder over here is equal to 0, and the code for 0 is equal to Saturday. The code for 0 is Saturday. So Saturday is your answer. One more question and then you're done with this exceptional case. So, if on 13th of October 2025, okay, on this particular date, what was the day? You have to find it out. First of all, tell me what we do, guys. We simply see whether the given year is a normal year or leap year. Now, 25 is not divisible by 4. Hence, the given year is a normal year. Okay, and October code for normal year is 1. Divide 13 by 7. If I divide 13 by 7, I'll get the remainder is equal to 7 1s are 7, remainder is equal to 6. Okay, and later on if I divide 25 by 7, 7 3s are 21, the remainder is equal to 4. Okay, remainder is 4. And again divide 25 by 4 and consider what? The quotient over here. 4 6 are 24. What is important? The quotient is important, 6. Now add all of these numbers together including the code. 6 plus 1 plus 4 plus 6. This will give me the total addition is equal to 17. Finally, divide this total or the final addition with 7. If I divide 17 by 7, again what I'll consider over here, student? I'll consider the remainder. 7 2s are 14. The remainder is equal to 3. Now, the given year belong to 2000 century. What we will do with the final remainder? Minus 1 from the final remainder. We'll get the final remainder over here is equal to 2. And the code for 2 is equal to Monday. So, this was the exceptional case that we have discussed, students. So, these are the few things that you have to remember whenever we are solving the questions. Now, if the question belong to the date belong to the 1800 century, do plus 2 in the final remainder, and if the year belong to the 1700 century, do plus 4 in the final remainder. I would say that these two are most important for our examination. Just simply remember these few things whatever I have discussed. Now there is one more category of question and few factual things that we will discuss later on, but few important questions to be discussed is about for example, they will ask you to find like date and day is given, okay, type 2. Till now we have seen the type 1 of the question. Now this is the type 2. In type 1 we have also seen the exceptional case, okay. Now in type 2, date and day is given to you. Date and day is given. And okay, and they will ask you, and what is asked? They will ask you about a specific date. Specific date. Okay. For example, I'll just give you the explanation about the type 2. Okay. If the question will be like this, if on 28th of July 1989, the day was Monday. Then what will be the day? Then what day falls on 13th of August 1934? These are the category of question. This is the type 2. Okay. So if on 28th of July 1989 it was Monday, then what day will fall on 13th of August 1934? How to solve these questions now? Look here. First of all, check whether this given data is the correct data or not in the question. Now, what is given in the question? That on 28th of July 1989 it was Monday. Now check whether this given data is actual data or not. It means cross check it that on 20th of July 1989 whether it was Monday or any other day. Let's just cross check it. So 28th of July 1989. How to cross check, students? Using the first method that we have discussed earlier, right? That 89. Now look here, the given year is a normal year or a leap year? It is a normal year. Why? Because 89 is not divisible by 4. So the code for July is 0. Divide 28 by 7. If I divide 28 by 7, it is completely divisible, correct? 7 4s are 28. So the final remainder that I'll get here is 0. Okay, the remainder after dividing 28 by 7 is 0. Remainder after dividing 89 by 7 will be 5. Just cross check it. Okay, I'm just solving simply. And later on, divide 89 by 4. If I divide 89 by 4, so I'll get 22 4s are 88. The quotient is 22. Now this is something that I'll not explain you in detail because this is the first category of question we have already discussed. Okay. So take summation of all these students. 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 22, that is 5 plus 22 is 27. Now whatever the final summation is there, divide that final summation by 7 and again consider what? Remainder. 7 3s are 21. So 27 minus 21 will give me the final remainder is equal to 6. So do I have to do anything with the final remainder, students? First of all, look at the given year. The given year belongs to 1900 century. So we have seen when the given year belong to the 1900 century, we usually do not do anything with the final remainder. We keep the final remainder as it is. Okay. So here the final remainder is 6. So keep it as it is and the code for 6 is Friday. So what we have got from this, students, that on 20th of July 1989, actually which was the day on this? The day was Friday. But in given question, what they have given to you, it was Monday. It means there is a error. The question which is provided to you over here is having certain error. So what is the error, student? The day is Friday, but they have given you Monday. It means gap of how much days? Friday to Saturday plus 1, Saturday to Sunday plus 2, and Sunday to Monday, that is plus 3. It means, students, they have done plus 3 in Friday. They have done plus 3 in Friday to get Monday. So this is the error that is given in question. Understand these first. What is the thing here, students? That actually on 28th of July 1989 it was Friday, but they have given in the question Monday. It means they have done plus 3 in the actual data. So similar error you have to make it after finding the day on 13th of August 1934. Look here now. Now let's solve this particular day. Okay, that is on 13th of August 1934. Let's find out the actual data on this particular date. So if we look at the given year over here, this given year is not a leap year, it's a normal year. Why? Because 34 is not divisible by 4. So the code for August is 3. Okay, the code, when I divide 13 by 7, I'll get the remainder is equal to how much? 7 ones are 7, the remainder is 6. If I divide 34 by 7, I'll get the remainder that is equal to again 6. Okay, and if I divide 34 by 4, I will get the quotient is equal to 4 8s are 32, hence the quotient is 8. Okay, so these are all the codes and the numbers that we have got here. Now take the summation of all this. 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 8, this will give me 23. If I divide 23 by 7, again I'll consider what? A remainder here. 23 divided by 7, 7 3s are 21. I'll get the remainder is equal to 2. This is your final remainder. So do we have to do any kind of operation with the final remainder, students? No. Why? Because the given year belongs to the 1900th century. So we do not actually do anything. We keep the final remainder as it is when it belongs to the 1900th century, correct? So the final remainder is 2 and the code for 2 is Monday. But is this your final answer? No. Why? Because the actual data on 20th of July 1989 was Friday, but what they have done in this data, they have done plus 3. Similar error you have to make in this given date as well. So Monday plus 3. After doing Monday plus 3, Thursday will be the answer for your given question. So this is the category 2 of the questions that can be asked in your examination, students. Okay, so this is the second category. Now based upon this category, I'll give you one more question to solve. This is not much important, but you just have to practice this. Okay, so one more question as an homework, just solve this. If on 23rd of November 1934 it was Tuesday, so what will be the day on 22nd of August 1981? What will be the day on this particular date? You have to tell me. What you will do, students, first of all, check whether the given data is the accurate data or not. That is on 23rd of November 1934. It was Tuesday or not. Check first of all. If it is not there, find out the error and make the same changes, whichever has been done in the error, with the same date over here. Okay. So I hope you have understood this category of question type 2, and here is the end of your type 2. One more type is left and few factual facts are left. Approximately 20 minutes lecture is again left. I'll just continue it in the next part. Okay, thank you for watching the session, and please do solve this homework.